I'm James Fritschle, Massage Therapy by James Fritschle. I'm one of the Tri-Gulf Coast sponsors for this year, and I want to thank you. I'm here with Teresa to show you a couple self-maintenance for the triathlete. So I want to think about stretching, but not stretching in so much as, hey, I need to stretch out because I'm inflexible. You need to stretch out just as some self-maintenance for you. And one of the key muscles of a triathlete is your calf, which is very much prone to cramping and issues with the muscle getting overworked and overtired. And as a triathlete, you want to be able to engage that muscle through full functional range of motion. And so that's more of what stretching is about. So we want to take just a minute to do, again, some self-care for your calves. And this you want to look at stretching as not something you have to do, but it's something you want to do. It should feel good, okay? And the other thing is you want to incorporate it into your daily life. So when you get up and go to use the bathroom, that's like you do two to three little stretches, the little bathroom stretches. So incorporate stretching in through your daily routine, and so you don't have to make a special day to do your stretching routine or anything like that. Stretching is just a normal part of life. Like animals get up in the morning and they stretch. So that's what we're doing. We're just lengthening out our muscles, getting through our full range of motion. It's more about use it or lose it. So if you don't use your muscle through full range of motion, then you can lose that range of motion. So one thing I want to start off with is this is a stretch out strap. You don't have to have any kind of fancy exercise device like this to stretch out with. You can just use a towel. With this, what we're going to actually do is use this to add a stretch at the end. Okay, we're going to do a method of stretching called active isolated stretching. This is your triceps serrae muscle, so it's actually a three-headed monster. So your big gastroc calf, the belly of your calf muscle, and then the lower part is your soleus muscle. And those three articulate and give us a lot of range of motion for our ankle, so we actually need to stretch that in different ranges of motion. So we're going to start off with our toes pointed down. The strap is going to go around the ball of the foot. Okay, so this is just using the anchor. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our toes pointed down and we're going to actively pull them up. So this is the active part. Then at the end, we're going to use the strap or a towel to pull up and hold for a 2 count. 1, 2. We're going to repeat, pointing down, up, 1, 2. And to improve on this, we actually want to do this with our breath. So when we're pointed down, we're going to take a nice breath in and breathe out. 1, 2. Breathing in and out. 1, 2. You'll feel a good stretch right in the upper part of your calf.
So if I'm using the towel, I want to just have it at like this ball part of my foot, like how you have the strap?
Yep, so you want to anchor around the ball of your foot.
Okay.
So if you're using a towel, doing just like that, getting underneath the ball. So
And then pull it back a little bit?
And what you want to do is keep your knees straight, and this will get the upper calf,
Okay.
gastroc. What you want to do is start with your toes pointed down. Alright. And then you're going to pull your toes up towards your nose, just with that active range of motion, not actually stretching. So this is
Okay.
loose. So down, this is called active isolated stretching. So we want to actively engage the opposite muscle here.
Okay.
So we're going to do is start pointed, pull our toes towards our nose, and then we're going to use the strap to induce a stretch. We'll hold it for 1, 2, and then pointing down, up. You're going to hold the stretch, 1, 2. So it's a 2 count stretch, and then multiple, we'll do 5 to 10 repetitions.
Okay.
And we actually change the ankle. So we're going to invert the ankle, and we'll get a stretch more towards the outside. So you get the muscle belly on the outside, and then we're going to invert the muscle. Invert, and we're going to isolate and get where this is all supination of your foot. So pronation, supination of our foot.
So when should I do this?
This is on a recovery day if you want to sit down, or throughout your day you can isolate and do some of these stretches standing, which has some benefit. There's no good or perfect stretch. It's just the ones that you will do. So if it works for you to stand up and stretch, if it works for you to do some longer time stretching, this will go a long way towards keeping your calves healthy. The other part of the stretch is getting the deeper soleus muscle. And so this part of the muscle doesn't cross the knee joint. So if we bend it, we bend at the knee, we can isolate the lower calf. And so same thing, start with your toes pointed. Pull your toes towards your knee, towards your nose, and then add the stretch. 1, 2, down, up, 1, 2. And then we can even isolate different parts of the Achilles tendon by, again, inverting and working through that range of motion. For whatever direction feels good. You may have different areas of your muscle that feel tight, so you want to target those different areas where you feel a good stretch. And it's that simple.
So James, why are we hopping?
Because we're fighting being sluggish as triathletes. So I'm going to stop hopping so I can talk. Anyways, you can stop too. Anyways, so if you're ever feeling sluggish, another good thing about your calf muscle is this is the muscle gives our push off and our jump and our run. And it doesn't get through full range of motion so much with our pedal stroke, so it usually gets a lot of cramping. But a good way to just activate your muscle throughout the day, and if you're just feeling sluggish and you need some energy, is just getting some jump. You can get a jump rope, get a few jump ropes in if you want to, get your heart rate up for a little bit, but just a few jumps for 10, 15 reps, it's just a good pick-me-up throughout the day. And it gets, again, that functional range of motion through your calf muscle, gets that in good shape. So, thanks again.